morning. Good morning. Time to wake up. Come now, that's it. You picked a fine time to visit this land, what with all the trouble about. Terrible luck, that.
Did we just...
Yes, it's happened again.
All right, everyone. What's the last thing you remember?
We were in Grandship when it plunged into the Holy Pillar, and Ares' brooch began absorbing its light.
That's when Alternus attacked, same as the last time. Or was it the time before?
That's what I remember, too. And just as in the world before last, my memory stops there.
Yeah. Oh, my poor aching head.
Beg pardon, but I must ask you to leave now that you're up. No telling what troubles a stranger brings in his wake.
All right, we're leaving.
Strangers? The innkeep spoke as if he'd never seen us before.
You're right. But how could that...
My mind gets twisted in knots more and more with each go-round.
Innkeeper, before we go, can I ask what's become of the Great Chasm?
Is that what you lot are here about? Well, I'd stay away from there if I were you. They say it swallowed up Norende a week ago. The entire village, mind. Every last one of the poor villagers perished, save one wee lad. Pitiable child, losing his entire family in a day. Word is, he was saved by his elder brother. That's the only reason he survived.
Elder brother?
Yes, even stayed a spell here. When he left, he mentioned something about rebuilding his village.
I don't understand.
Ahoy!
It's Dad's!
This makes the second time we have failed.
Sorry, everyone. Wish I could say why, but I haven't a clue. What if something really did happen, and we've simply lost our memories of it?
Ring a bell. Remember what I asked you? To write down everything that happened in the Holy Pillar.
Of course. Let's see what I came up with. The second Holy Pillar. Eri entered a state of trance. The Dark Knight, Alternus Dim, attacked. As in the previous world, he bore my face. Who or what is he? That's all I have.
That's how I remember it.
Dats, did you all see anything?
Nah, we evacuated to the hold. Couldn't see much of anything from down there.
Well, we can't keep charging on blindly. It's happened twice in a row. It can't be an accident. And I don't think we're simply traveling back in time. There are too many glaring conflicts.
What are your thoughts, Eri? Why have we failed? I wish I knew.
Well, if even Eri is at a loss, then there is no point in debating this any further. We shall just have to awaken the crystals again as we did in the previous world.
I'm starting to wonder, is what Eri says right?
What?
Are you saying what we've been doing is wrong? I can't blame you for doubting, but...
No one has ever tried to awaken the crystals and evoke the Holy Pillar, have they? That means no one knows whether that will erase the Great Chasm. Not even Eri.
But Eri is the culmination of the wisdom of generations of Vestals. She cannot be wrong.
Then how do you explain Alternus Dim's words? What did he mean?
What Alternus said? Wait, what did he say? Agnes?
What he spoke of was inconceivable.
But Dim isn't the only one. Idia's father believed that awakening the crystals was dangerous.
That's enough, Ring-a-Bell. If we believe his claims, then everything we've done so far was for naught.
Is that reason enough to reject them out of hand, though?
Excuse me? How about including me in this conversation?
Part of my memory came back when I saw Dim's face back in the holy pillar.
It did?
Yes, but just a tiny fragment. Barely even a coherent thought. It was the number 6. And I saw Idia being slain by a creature I'd never seen before. I just looked on while it happened.
Ugh, I'll thank you not to go killing me off in your weird fantasies.
I don't... I just don't know.
Ring-a-Bell? Are you alright?
Does your head still hurt?
No, I'm fine now.
Tell me truthfully, do you really doubt Eri?
No, it's not... I don't doubt her. It's just... I think it's dangerous to assume all Eri says is correct. That's all I meant to say. Even a Christ fairy can make mistakes.
Can I ask you something?
Let me guess. Dark Knight, Alternus Dim?
You said part of your memory came back when you saw his face. Ring-a-Bell, he looked just like you. It was past the bounds of brothers. You would have to be perfect twins. What do you make of it all? What do these new memories of yours say?
I deliberately held my silence in front of Eri, but... I believe we're in a parallel world.
A parallel world?
The fact that Alternus Dim and I both exist at the same time is proof enough of that.
You're not saying...
Well done, Agnes. The wind crystal has been awakened.
Are you alright, Agnes? You ought to rest for now.
Yes, thank you.
I wonder if it will work this time. I hate not knowing if we're even doing the right thing.
Ring-a-Bell!
My head, it feels like it's about to...
Ring-a-Bell!
No. No. I told you. This would... Ah!
Ring-a-Bell. Ring-a-Bell! Can you hear me?
Are you alright? You just collapsed out of nowhere.
Are you not feeling well?
I was frozen in fear. I failed. Failed to protect you.
Huh?
I'm ready, Eri.
I'm sure you have the hang of it, but if there's anything you'd like to go over again, just ask. Time to get started, Agnes. Are you ready?
Yes. Let us begin.
Wait. Can I ask you something, Eri?
Now? We're about to start the rite of awakening.
But what would happen if she continued to pray to the crystal even after you told her to... stop?
How many times do I have to explain it? Haven't you been listening? The crystal would be destroyed if she didn't stop.
And what happens if it's destroyed?
What? That would be terrible! Mankind would no longer receive its blessings!
Well, why can't we just do without its blessings? Wouldn't we get used to it?
It's not a matter of getting used to it. I mean, without the crystals, we couldn't rid the world of darkness.
It hasn't worked in 2 tries so far.
I know, but that's not the issue here. Besides, if the crystals were destroyed, the wind! It would cease forever, and fire would rage out of control. Water would turn putrid, and the earth would dry up.
I see. Sorry for interrupting.
All right, Agnes. Let's try that again.
Then, it isn't a cure to rid the world of darkness.
Ring a bell! Are you all right?
Yes. Sorry about that.
You sounded as though you were in terrible pain.
No need to worry about me. I'm fine.
I've been wondering about something, Ringabel. Since we came to this world, I haven't snapped at you to stop talking once. It was every third word from my mouth before.
I'm
ready, Eri. I'm sure you have the hang of it, but if there's anything you'd like to go over again, just ask. Time to get started, Agnes. Are you ready?
Yes. Let us begin.
Wait, may I ask you something, Agnes?
More questions?
What are the crystals? Are they really born of the Vestals?
Now's not the time for a lesson on crystal lore.
I've never heard the full story either. I'd like to know.
Let's save it for after we awaken.
The crystals are not born of the Vestals, nor are they creations of the Orthodoxy. They existed long before human civilization arose. They turn hopes and prayers into energy that builds up within them. The Vestals, then.
Yes, I know that part.
Ring a bell? You have that I'm in pain look again.
If the crystals thrive by storing the prayers of the faithful, what were they before they were objects of worship?
I cannot say. The scriptures say not of such a time. Do you know, Eri?
The crystals have always been crystals. It's simply a matter of more and more people worshipping them.
The Templars spoke on this. The crystals should be overseen by one who looks out for the good of the people, he said, not some power-hungry cult that has rotted to its core. What exactly did he mean by that?
Huh? What's he talking about? Someone care to fill me in?
I fear I do not understand either.
No, it's... Never mind. Apologies for interrupting.
And after you'd come so far, a pity.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. Sorry. She lives, but I failed to protect her. No!
Can you hear me? Ring a bell!
I'm sorry. Everyone, I couldn't. Forgive me.
Feeling better, Ring a Bell?
Tiz, I remember everything now.
Your memory is back? That's great news!
I'm not so sure. But at least it all makes sense now.
Will you tell me?
I am Alternus Dim, the Dark Knight. I spoke before of my suspicions that we'd been transported to a parallel world. I've been seeing more and more glimpses of the past these last few days. I remember crossing swords with you, Agnes and Idia, any number of times. And I've witnessed firsthand your death at the hands of a horrible creature.
And it wasn't simply a dream?
No, a memory from a parallel world, most likely. Do you remember when we first met in Kaldisla?
Yes. In the world before last.
And what did the pattern on Ares' wings look like then? It looks like the number 3 now, but in the previous world, it was a 4.
Now that you mention it, how about the world before last?
It was a 5. I recall it clearly.
It's decreasing?
In my memory of you 3 getting killed, the pattern looked like the number 6.
And that means?
In short, I'm the Dark Knight from the world before your own.
I see. The pieces are starting to fall into place.
I don't want to believe it, but I think Eri really is. She's... I could only watch it happen. I couldn't do a thing.
Ring a bell.
I have a favor to ask, Tiz. Please tell Agnes what I just revealed to you. Sometime, someplace where Eri isn't around. Will you do this for me?
All right. Of course.
Then you'll believe me?
Final temple. Listen, why don't we go speak with the sage first?
The sage? Whatever for?
Sounds like a good idea. To the sages!
What?
I thought I heard something. This place draws few visitors, I fear. And who might you be?
I am Agnes Oblige, vessel of the wind.
Ho ho! Little Agnes, is it? My, how you have grown, child. You were scarce more than a little sprout when your predecessor brought you here. Now look at you, a fine woman you've become. Fine and plump and pleasantly jiggly. Why the long face? If there is anything this feeble old man can do for you, name it.
Sage, do you remember me at all?
Well, you'd better come inside. Now then, I was about to pour some tea for us, but I fear this may not be the time for sitting quietly with a hot brew.
Sage.
Let me ask you this. If I bade you come with just one other, would you know why?
Yes.
Well, This is quite astonishing. To think such events were even possible. Very well, then. I will spare you the details and keep this simple. You must decide who is your most trustworthy ally. Then travel to the nearby cave with them. You will find it to the southwest of here. I shall go on ahead. I would advise you to heed my words. You must bring only one ally with you. Your other companion should wait outside the cave. I shall see you soon.
So that's it, huh? You're just going to ignore me, Agnes? It's no fair. Tiz gets to have all the fun.
I am sorry, Eri. I hope you can understand.
Go on, get going already.
We'll be back soon.
Give the master my regards.
There you are. Ah, so this is the one you have chosen. I envy him. You make a fine pair. Were I 1,880 years young?
You're not ready to lay down and die yet. We know.
Do you?
And I'm the very image of the angel you encountered 1,880 years ago.
Oh, I see. I've already spoken of such matters, have I? Now, tell me, why have you two come to me again?
I wanted to be alone with Agnes.
What?
You little devil, you!
Huh? No! I didn't mean it like that! At least in the way I think you're thinking!
Tiz, was it? I thought you a lost cause, but it seems you've some fire inside you. Look, she's blushing. Put the girl out of her misery with a big kiss on the lips.
Please, I'm trying to be serious here.
Tiz,
No, I'm telling you, I really didn't mean it like that.
then what did you mean?
Ringabel regained his memory, and not just part of it this time.
He did? When was this?
Just a short time ago. I'm the only one he's told so far. But he wanted me to tell you something in private. Something he remembered.
In private? I did not think Ringabel to be the sort of man to mistrust his comrades.
I believe he had his reasons.
But what could he possibly remember that would warrant such secrecy?
Before we get to that, I'd like to ask the sage about that angel he encountered.
Of course, I will tell all that I know.
Did the angel mention anything to you other than the crystals?
Other than the crystals? Yes, I believe her words were, I was deceived by the evil one. Her voice was heavy with regret.
The evil one?
This evil one used deceit to drive the 4 crystals out of control. That tore the barrier between worlds, she said, opening a way to the world beyond. No!
And was this a hypothetical future she saw?
No. The angel and her 2 comrades had stood before that evil in battle that day. It was after her allies were slain that the creature boasted of what it would do. She spoke to me with lifeless eyes, drowned in tears.
What then?
As the angel faded before my eyes, she said to me, "Deliver unto me this pendant when next I return to you. And should I appear before you with the evil one, hesitate not to do what you must to us."
You speak of this pendant.
And was this evil one the angel spoke of with us when we first came to you?
Yes, I dare say so.
Then
I could not do it. I could not, knowing I would have to slay you, Vestal. Precious girl.
I see. Then, to remove all doubt from the matter, I ask you now, this evil one.
stop! I wish to hear no more!
Agnes,
I cannot bear to hear of matters so dreadful. For if what you say is true, then
forgive me. I never wished to put you in this position. But I cannot believe Ringabel would lie to me. Not about something like this. That's why.
You trust Ringabel then?
I do. I trust Ringabel, along with Idea, and you too, Agnes. I trust you all.
Very well. Then I shall trust in him too.
Thank you. We ought to be returning to the others now, Sage.
You be careful now. Ah, and before you go, there is another matter. One Lord De Rosso and I have studied this last millennium. Were you aware that should a crystal be destroyed, it will eventually regenerate?
What? Truly?
So long as its core remains, it can grow once more through the power of mortal hopes and dreams. The passing of thousands of years will see it grow to its original size and power.
And this crystalline core you speak of?
You need look no further than the pendant about your neck, my dear.
What? This stone?
A rather fine gift, wouldn't you say? I'm so delighted to see you kept it safe.
Sage!
Now, I must leave you, but not without a word of advice. Have the courage to think and act on your own. And have the courage to disobey.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
That old fart hasn't filled your head with strange thoughts, has he, Agnes?
Eri, you needn't worry about me. He did me no harm.
But I'm a Christ fairy, bound body and soul to the Vestals. Of course I worry. And yet, you've been pushing me away lately.
Christfairy or not, you've no right to interfere in another's love.
What? Wait, what?
Hang on!
What?
So 'tis, how was it?
Fine. Couldn't have gone better.
Couldn't have gone... What's going on between you two? Come on, Agnes, out with it!
Say no more, Tiz.
No, do say more. What's going on here? Yes, inquiring minds want to know. Agnes and Tiz, are you two really?
No, that's not...
Yes, that's exactly it. Isn't it, Agnes?
You mustn't encourage them, Tiz.
This is great. Been some time since we've had any good news.
Three times now we've seen this light.
I don't feel the warmth I did the first time.
I feel nothing at all. Nothing save a stabbing pain all over.
Where are Dets and Zats?
I had them take refuge in the hold. Okay, everyone. Don't forget to watch over me. This is going to work this time. You'll see.
Yes, of course.
Wait. Are we really sure about this? Oh, wondrous and beautiful first light! My brooch awaits your divine radiance!
Ring a bell. Ring a bell! Why?
Let's keep watch.
What?
We should watch over Aerie.
Right.
Forgive me, Tiz. It's my fault. Because of me and the Holy Pillar, your village, time and time again.
We do this to vanquish our foe. Our true enemy. The source of the great darkness.
How much longer must we suffer this sadness?
Just a little longer, until that pattern heralds the beginning.
For now, we'll grit our teeth and bear it. Together. Until it's done.
And beyond that, we'll make amends together still.
For now, we'll join Agnes on whatever path she believes in.